Hi Taurus, and welcome to your eclipse season tarot forecast. This will cover the time period of July 13th through August 11th, 2018. On July 13th, we will have a partial solar eclipse with the new moon in Cancer. On July 27th, we will have a full lunar eclipse with the full moon in Aquarius. And this is a very special eclipse, lunar eclipse, as it is the longest one in the last century. It will be an hour and 23 minutes. And then we wrap up eclipse season with the new moon in Leo, with a solar eclipse. So, Taurus, what was going on in your life in January and February? What changes were you thinking of making? What was happening? What did you want? What were your desires? What was going on in that time frame? Because now we're coming to the other half of that. And I just have to tell you, and I'm saying this in all of the eclipse readings, I highly recommend that you do a Google search to see where the eclipses have been in what sign over the past several years, because I will tell you, the biggest changes in my life have actually taken place when the eclipses are happening in my moon sign or my sun sign. 2012 was a big year, and that was the year the eclipses took place in my moon sign. And then 2016 was also a big year, and that was when the eclipses were taking place in my sun sign. So look at that. Look and see where the eclipses were happening, in your moon and your sun sign and what year, and think back to that time frame, and you will be like, oh my gosh, yeah, there were a lot of changes that just kind of happened out of nowhere back in that time. I could think back to my 20s when I didn't know a whole lot about astrology, and I always felt like July and August were just really bizarre months. Like the energy was weird. A lot of people would break up. It's just a lot of weird things would happen. And now I understand that's the other half of eclipse season. So I'm going to pull a card for the Cancer new moon, the Aquarius full moon, and then the Leo new moon, to see which areas of your life are going to be most impacted. Now, if you have a moon in Cancer, Aquarius, or Leo, this is going to be quite significant for you this eclipse season. Okay. Cancer is the house, the fourth house, the house of home and family. Aquarius is the 11th house, the house of wishes and luck, its social occasions and friends. And Leo is the fifth house, the house of, romance and passion, creativity, things that bring you happiness and joy. All right, so let's see for Taurus what this Cancer new moon eclipse, what area of your life is going to impact the most. And remember, new moons are about planting new seeds of manifestation, and full moons are about receiving the manifestation. Eclipses are about bringing things to light and also, moving things out of your life. Think of it like a kaleidoscope. You do one click and the whole picture changes before your eyes, right? Okay, so this new moon and oh, there we are. Okay, so this new moon in Cancer is really going to impact your sixth house and bring about changes in your sixth house. The sixth house is ruled by Virgo. This is where you are giving to humanity. This could be charity, volunteer work, just being very helpful, being there for, everybody in your life, that type of energy. But also, this could be about your physical body and, deciding that you want to take on a healthier lifestyle, diet, exercise, that type of thing. So this is a very organic energy to me. I'm a sixth house Pisces, so I really get this card. It's, your service to humanity in a really big sense. And just depending on where your vibration is, your energy field, how balanced you are within yourself, will often dictate how well or unwell you are taking care of your physical self or your physical environment around you. Okay, so for you guys, Earth energy, fellow Earth sign, 6th house is what's being impacted by this Cancer new moon partial solar eclipse. So we're going to put Mercury here to hold its place, because Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, of that 6th house, and see which area of your life is being impacted the most by this Aquarius full moon, total lunar eclipse, longest of the century, big deal, big time changes. So let's see. All right, so you guys have the 10th house. Again, more earth energy. This is the house of Capricorn. This is about your career, your achievements, your status, you know, your status to yourself within your social circle, as well as your status like to the outside world overall. This is about achievements, accomplishments, and career. So many Tauruses out there with this 10th house being highlighted with this Aquarius full moon. There could be a lot of things that happen or change in your workplace. It could just be like all around you. It could be, you know, happening to you specifically. You could decide to change your career path altogether. You could decide you want to go work for a different company. Just anything that you could think of associated with this 10th house energy is where that Aquarius eclipse is really affecting you. And we'll go ahead and put Saturn as a placeholder and see with this Leo new moon solar eclipse, which area of your life is being highlighted. All right, so we have the 11th house, and what's quite interesting is this is the house of Aquarius. So instead of being here, directly affected by the Aquarius full moon, there's something to do with this Leo new moon. So I feel the Aquarius new moon back in February was the first start of something very significant for you guys, which actually completes with the new moon in Leo rather than the full moon in Aquarius. So this is your 11th house, where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So there's going to be changes to your 11th house energy. Okay, you could be getting rid of some friends. You could have some new friends coming in. Also with this eclipse season and retrograde season that's kind of commingling with each other, there's going to be a lot of reconnections of relationships, friends, family, ex-lovers, misconnections with crushes, things like that, because we have all these planets retrograde. And Mercury's going to join that party while we're in eclipse season, but Jupiter goes direct, which is the planet of luck. So we all got some luck on our side, right? And Chiron is retrograde, the great healer. Chiron reconnects people. Mercury retrogrades reconnect people. Venus is strong and she is direct. She is just about ready to move into Virgo as we move into eclipse season. This is the house of Virgo. So we're all really willing to work hard in regards to 2nd and 7th house energy, finances, assets, tangible goods, as well as all relationships, you know, that are significant to us. And then she will move into Libra, which is the house of relationships. Okay, so we have Venus going very strong, and then all these other planets retrograde, which, you know, and then eclipse season eclipses things out, brings things back in. And I just see like this star and then this star right here, like really catching my eye. So I feel like for Taurus, there is some sort of like wish or dream coming true. There is a reconnection with a friend, a family, a lover, something like that that really is going to bring you a lot of joy. But eclipses also eclipse things out of our lives. So there may be changes, you know, 6th, 10th, or 11th house for you guys, where there's something shifting out, but there's also something else, you know, coming in to take its place. So let's pull some tarot for you guys, because I'm really curious. I know this Aquarius, and again, if you have a moon in Cancer, Aquarius, or Leo, very significant, especially if you have an Aquarius. Man, big time changes in your career. Some of you, it's like maybe you're deciding to get out of like the corporate world and start your own business. This could be where maybe you're going to a more organic type of lifestyle. You're making changes, like you could want to open a yoga studio, or you know, like a Reiki center or a teaching center of some kind, or some type of nonprofit where what you do is like giving back to humanity. Doesn't have to be that, but with 6th house, I just feel like it's something that's more geared towards humanity, rather than like making a lot of money to make you rich. Okay, it's something like that, or towards the animal kingdom or the preservation of Mother Earth. It's something more along those lines. And with the 6th house and 10th house, like these are your career areas of your life. So there's big changes for Taurus with this eclipse energy. And the 11th house, our wishes. This is like something you've really been wanting to do, something you've really been desiring, whatever this idea or business or change in career path is for you. Okay, now for others of you, this is all about adopting a healthier lifestyle, paying more attention to all the details, being willing to work very hard, like the painstaking tasks. Virgos are very, very thorough. So, you know, with the Cancer new moon, Cancer is 4th house, and you combine it with the 6th house, this could be where there's big changes within the family household, where you are deciding, you know, let's adopt this new lifestyle. So let's pull some cards. Also, I feel that Taurus is making some new friends, and very well could be changing career paths or deciding to extend your education. All right, so we have the World, the 7 of Swords. Yeah, this really feels like some sort of healing-based practice, especially in connection with Mother Earth, or geared towards Mother Earth, or like just some real organic style of living, being. Now we have the 5 of Cups here with this King of Cups, and then the 3 of Wands with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so very interesting, Taurus. What do we have here? Well, again, this is like with 6th house energy, wanting to right or wrong, wanting to heal deceitful energy, harmful energy. And you know, with this, it's like this is something that's been long held, like you've been wanting to do this for quite some time, and this eclipse season is just really allowing you to bring that forth, to bring it in to fruition. Some of you, this might actually be where we're relocating for a career change. Maybe you've decided to like join the Peace Corps, or you're going on some sort of like peace mission. You could be, it could be a religious type of thing, you know, where you're going to another country to offer aid and help and teach and heal and all of that. I see that really highlighted for some Tauruses out there. But again, this could really be about your body, like wanting a healthier body, a more physically fit body. You're like tired of the ridicule from somebody, or you're tired of feeling bad about yourself and just thinking really negatively about yourself, and you're ready to do whatever it takes to improve the relationship you have with your physical body. Okay, and you guys are second house, that's the house of Taurus, and Taurus, the second house, is also about the physical body. So this kind of goes hand in hand with you guys in that aspect. So then we move on to this 10th house energy, which is this full moon total lunar eclipse in Aquarius. And this is like things that didn't work out in your career sector of your life, your status. You know, if you were trying to become some sort of social media person and like that didn't work out, you know, there's just a bunch of different stuff that this could represent when it comes to your 10th house energy. But then we have this King of Cups, and in this position, he's in introspection. This could have something to do with the water sign and your career, but this to me, it feels more like your energy. It's emotional. We're emotional about this 10th house energy. There's some sort of loss. So, you know, this could be where we have lost our job in the past, or maybe through eclipse season, there's going to, you know, come about big changes within the current company you work, or, you know, you're going to decide to leave to go somewhere else, or people you really enjoy, maybe even a water sign has decided to go somewhere else. And yeah, look at this. The stars and the talisman, a long journey brings reward, and you are destined to succeed. So some of you, this is a person that was in your workplace or somehow attached to your career, 10th house energy, and they're gone now, or they're moving on to other things, and that's coming out in this eclipse season. But for others of you, I feel like there's good stuff coming in with your destined to succeed, and a long journey brings reward. You've been working hard, and we come over here to the wish card, and the Three of Wands in this position is opportunities coming to you, okay? And here's more earth energy where we're abundant, but we're sitting things out. We're observing from afar. This is attached to the 11th house. So I think this is really where Taurus is hanging back when it comes to friends and stuff. And you are seeing who is really there for you, who's reaching out for you, who's, you know, hey Taurus, let's go do this. Hey Taurus, let's go do that. Hey Taurus, how are you feeling today? Yeah, because look at you, were received news from afar. You guys are waiting, like who cares about me? If I stop always reaching out to you, when will I hear from you? Will I hear from you just to see how I am? Like, hey, where'd you go? Or will I only hear from you when you need something and you won't even notice that I've been distant or absent, okay? Many of you who really give and do a lot for others, like, yeah, look at that. This flew out just as I said that, with the winds of change. You're done with all that noise. You are done with all that noise. You are like, it is time for the repayment. Like, I am not at your beck and call. Like, So definitely changes in that 11th house energy. And Taurus is putting their foot down, and I feel is going to make people reach for them more than they're going to reach for others. So also, because that is the King of Pentacles and he is quite prosperous, sitting there, along with this being opportunities coming to you, I feel like some of you, this is like wishes being granted, like some sort of abundance coming to Taurus through this eclipse season. All right, so for the 6th house, we have serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Yes, look at that. Again, this is like some sort of career or like spiritually based business, physical, health type of business, institution, service, offering, whatever, like that's what this is about. Or moving to like another country for this, or you know, getting in better health, choosing a much better lifestyle. And this is like things turn in your favor, Taurus. So this is very positive here. There's going to be a change and a shift in the sixth house energy. This might be a brand new opportunity that just kind of shows up out of nowhere, you know, to go do like the Peace Corps or a sabbatical, or, you know, something along those lines. So 10th house, look at this. Locked doors can now be opened. So this is positive. This Aquarius full moon is going to bring lovely things for you. And I feel like the Cancer new moon partial solar eclipse is what begins to shift the energy for Taurus, okay, into a much more positive direction, because now here in the career sector, locked doors can now be opened. So again, we are starting our own business somehow, some way. We're moving to another country. We're starting some health thing, and it's success. Some of you, it's attached to your career. Others of you, this is where you are finally getting promoted, or you go to a different company, or you finally get a new boss who is amazing, or all the shitty people that you worked with are now like going to other departments, or leaving, or you are getting transferred to a different department. It's just, there's some positive energy here where you are advancing, you're moving forward. What's being manifested for Taurus is this key, and this key opens a very specific door for each and every one of you in this 10th house. And over here in the 11th house, we have the wolf. I am not surprised to see this based on what I was reading from that. Beware who you trust. So again, this eclipse energy, whether you intend for it or not, Taurus, is really going to bring about a sense of who's really there for me, who's truly my friend because they love me and they care about me, and who is my friend out of convenience or obligation, or because of what I have or what I do for them. And you know, this could be more than friends. The 11th house just, you know, is more attached to that type of energy. But I just feel like, Taurus, you're going to really sit back and observe and, you know, see who is your true blue and who isn't. And who isn't, the power of this eclipse season is going to give you the strength to tell them, bye-bye, see you later, alligator. I'm not dealing with you anymore. Like, I'm done. And, you know, in the workplace, in your career, things are getting better. Your physical body, your health, your contribution to society, like charity, volunteer work, all of that, like there's a lot of blessing in that, especially if you're like trying to open some sort of fitness center, studio, education, or going to another country to offer assistance of some kind. It's very positive. And some of you, it's like this opportunity to do all of this is connected, and it just kind of shows up, boom, out of nowhere for Taurus during this eclipse season, or within a couple of weeks after that. Okay, so oh my gosh, look at this. Is the overall outcome for Taurus with all of this energy. Life cycles, family transformations. So, Taurus, this eclipse season, even though it's not happening in your sun sign, it's very powerful for you. If you have a Cancer, Aquarius, or Leo moon sign, wow, you're really going to feel this. But life cycles, big time completions taking place for Taurus during eclipse season. I really feel like bad juju people taking advantage of you, those are going away. You know, you are making the choice flow with that energy and cut out people that only take from you. Also, many of you, it's like your life is about to take a brand new direction with serendipity, and the key here, quite unexpectedly, because we have transformation. So it's like, wow, boom, here's this opportunity which completely changes the trajectory of what you thought your life was going to be. And with family here, Cancer is the ruler of the 4th house, which that's where this first new moon is taking place. Some of you, there's going to be a lot of reconnection with family during eclipse season, a lot of mending of relationships that have to do with family, because we have life cycles and transformation. So on the other side of eclipse season, I really feel like Taurus is going to feel a much different person, especially those of you that have moons in these specific signs that the eclipse is taking place. Those of you that don't have the moons in those signs, you're still going to feel the effects of this, but I don't feel like it's as significant or as powerful. You know, just like your full moon, when it's in your moon sign or your sun sign, is much more powerful for you than it is, you know, for another sign that has no affiliation with that particular energy other than it ruling a particular house on their zodiac wheel. So Taurus, really beautiful. We have earth, and then air energy, but this is about wishes. So there's things manifesting, physically manifesting for Taurus during eclipse season, which is really good. And I do see some people that aren't really your friend, you know, that you've got to watch your back, they're a frenemy or whatever, though they're being eclipsed out, and there's new opportunities showing up for you guys in the career sector. So Taurus, those are your messages for eclipse season. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.